It's that time of year again. When the weather changes, the kids have grown 2 sizes over the summer, and somehow every sock in the house disappears. Today, we're switching out summer clothes for fall and tackling the never ending laundry mountain. Just wait until the end. My 11-year-old is making green eggs and ham for dinner. With a big family, switching out seasonal clothes is a huge operation. I actually hate doing this task. But over the years, I have learned what works and what just causes overwhelm. And I'm going to walk you through my laundry system and my switching out clothing, how we do things, and I'll walk you through that step by step. So laundry is a constant around here, and I've really had to simplify. I no longer sort clothes by color. Everything goes into the laundry except for towels and bedding. Towels and bedding, I wash those once a week on a designated day. Everybody has their own towel, as well as everybody has their own bedding. I'm really hoping, I would love to get the kids those Betty or those zipper beds. Those look awesome and amazing. I'd really like to try those. I think those would make things a little bit simpler too. But for right now, everybody has their own bedding and their own towels, and those get all washed on a designated day. So I typically do 2 primary loads of laundry every day. And then when you add in the towels and the bedding, that's usually an extra load. Each kid has their own laundry basket to put away. And my oldest son is 16, and his job is to do the laundry. And so I'm teaching him how to do the laundry. He collects all of the laundry. I help him with sorting and how to run the laundry. And he's responsible for switching it over, drying the clothes, and then he sorts it and puts it into each person's basket. And then each child is responsible for putting their own laundry away in their closet or in their dresser. Now, since I'm working on switching over the clothing, I am washing every single item of clothing in the house, sorting it. I'm inspecting it to see if there's any holes, checking the sizes, and then I am marking each item with that child's name, at least for the boys. And the boys have seemed to have a really hard time distinguishing which item is theirs, and that's kind of created a lot of conflict. So it just helps if I mark on the tag that person's name in permanent ink, and then I sort the laundry through into separate piles. And then what I'm going to do is go through that, and I also have a capsule wardrobe where I want each child to have a specific number of items, and I keep track. So ideally each child should have about 10 items of clothing. I want them to have 7 outfits that they can wear to play in every day. And I want them to have 2 nice outfits for church and holidays, more dress up type clothes. And then I want them to have 2 nice outfits for going out in public when we run errands or doctor's appointments or going places that are a little bit more not necessarily formal like church, but definitely don't want them going in clothes that I don't really care if they tear up or rip up, like their play clothes. They can just mess those up however they want. So that's kind of what I shoot for. And then different kids have different preferences. Like I have one son who really loves sweatpants, so he has a lot of sweatpants. I have another son who absolutely hates sweatpants, so I don't really put sweatpants in for him. My 16-year-old is to the point where he can pick his own clothes, so I usually just take him and give him a budget, and he can pick out what he wants to wear, and I give him feedback on the different types of clothes but that he needs, but he has a lot more freedom in picking his clothes than obviously the younger kids. I do all their clothes shopping and clothes picking out for them, so that's how I make that part work, and kind of my goals there. And then I have a bin for donations, and so those are the clothes that don't fit. They go in there in my donation box. And then I have another bin, and I'll show you that, and that's for my clothes that I'm going to put back for either someone in a different size or for later in the season or something like that. So this is the system I use, and I'll show you how I go along here. And I'll also show you my sock system here too. So just kind of looking real quick, just checking over the clothes, making sure there's no holes, the zipper works, has everything, no rips, anything like that, and then just marking off their name. And then the socks, I just put the socks into that green basket there, so all the loose socks, and then that is a person's responsibility to sort through those. Typically with socks, I only get one type. Now the older boys do have like different socks that are theirs, but I usually only purchase one of each size, and just that makes it so much easier than sitting there trying to match. And then I sort the clothes in each child's size, and depending on who it is. The girls, I don't mark theirs. They don't have as much of a problem knowing whose clothes aren't whose. And this is a play shirt for my daughter. She was painting in, and so I'll keep that for her, that she can use that as a play shirt. And I'll try to get those stains out. So, and the kids got their Halloween costumes, so you can see Ellie is sporting her Monsters Inc. costume that she got, and then I have a Marvel. And as I'm doing this, the kids are just sitting here playing and just entertaining themselves. And now this is the bin where I'm putting back clothes that I'm going to keep for whether a different season or something like that. And so I'm just going to keep working away here, sorting and organizing and putting away for each child. And this is the aftermath of the kids playing, and this is just real life. Their toys and everything are just all over the place, and I can only do one thing at a time, so that's just how it goes. Laundry in a big family is a never-ending story. Just when I think we've caught up, I turn around and there's another basket waiting for me. Some days it feels like all I do is move clothes from one place to another, from the clothes hamper to the washer to the dryer to the couch and back again. But over time, I've learned to just roll with it. Because the truth is, this is real life. The mess, the socks that never match, the toddler who helps by refolding everything you just folded. It's all part of it. I used to get so frustrated when the piles were high and it seemed endless. But now I try to see it differently. These clothes mean my kids are growing, living full lives, getting muddy outside, and eating more food than seems humanly possible. I'll take that kind of chaos any day. It's funny, these ordinary chores used to feel like something I had to get through. It felt like it was just never ending, and I looked forward to eventually there would be no more piles. Now I see them as a way of caring for my family, serving them in the little everyday ways that truly matter. Because someday, the laundry piles will be smaller, the baskets won't overflow, and all the little socks will be gone, and the big socks too. So even when I'm tired, and I am tired, I try to remember to be thankful for this season. If you're in this season too, where the laundry never ends and the house is never clean, just know you're not alone. You are doing a great job. These little, messy, ordinary moments, they're the ones we'll miss the most. So here's to another load, another pair of mismatched socks, and another day of real life. Cozy, beautiful chaos, and full of grace. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my sock basket system. So we organize the socks by separating them out, and then the socks go into one basket just separate, and then it's a child's job to put them together once a week, and the matched socks then go into this wicker basket, and well, there's not a whole lot of them matched in there right now, but they should be matched. And so that just simplifies it, and everybody's socks go into the pile. And this is my list of all the clothes that I need for the kids upcoming. So I keep track and I mark down who needs what and how many and what they need and the sizes that I'm looking for each kid, so I can keep track. And then it's really a team effort moving all those bins. We're all done with that. And I have the bins stored in the closets, and I just get these bins from Costco, and the boys' closets are a huge mess. So moving on, and I'll show you the clothes. Some kids fold their clothes, other kids, as long as they're in the drawers, I really don't care. So we'll get these clothes put away here, and get these all organized, at least somewhat. As long as they're in the drawers, that's just whatever works. And so we'll get all those clothes put away, and that just feels really nice to have this all done, all this work. And I'm really happy to switch off and have my 11-year-old take over dinner, and he's got something really special for us planned. I found this tribute to Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Spam. And I actually got two cans of this for only $5. And my 11-year-old loves Spam. So he was pretty enthusiastic, and he's going to make the eggs actually green, and we'll see who's brave enough to try that. So pretty simple lunch, dinner actually that he's making. And another son really likes fried apples and onions. So I thought that would be a nice little treat to go with this after We've had a full day of sorting and organizing and doing laundry and putting things away. And so he's going to get that going in the frying pan here, just kind of a quick lunch. And while he's doing that, I'm going to work on slicing up the onions and the apples and get those going in the pan. And he's going to work on getting the next can sliced up here. By this point, everyone is starving and it smells so good. I love seeing the kids take ownership in the kitchen, even when it's a little messy and food coloring ends up everywhere. These are the moments that make it all worth it. The laundry gets done, mostly. The house feels lived in and loved. And dinner, well, this dinner is definitely memorable. So here's to ending a busy day with something simple, something silly, and something we'll all remember. And that's a wrap on our great clothing switch. The laundry is folded, the closets are full again, and everyone survived. The noise, the teamwork, the tiny acts of care that nobody else sees, they're the heartbeat of our family life. It's not perfect. The socks rarely ever match. The drawers aren't Pinterest worthy, and dinner is a little green, but it's ours. Cozy, chaotic, and full of love. If you enjoyed spending the day with us, don't forget to hit subscribe and come back for more real life big family moments. Thanks for being here, friend. We'll see you next time.